Hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm Drew.
I'm Emma. And I'm Peyton.
And we are here with another Anderson Family Review for Let's Table It. Today we're talking about
Falconry
from Circle J Games.
Let's see how it plays. Falconry is a game for 2 to 4 players. It is a tile-laying game where you are trying to get 6 in a row at a 4-player count. I believe at a 2-player count, you are only trying to get 5 in a row. Here I am setting up for a 4-player game. The different setups are detailed in the rulebook for different player counts. You will choose a color, and you will get a stack of tiles in that color. There are 3 different types. The first type is a falconer, and in this 4-player game, our falconers all start out on the board. Your second type is a falcon. Falcons can be placed over other medallion types, like we will see here, and I will show you how that works in a moment. And then you will have a stack of medallion tiles. On your turn, you will simply place a tile, either trying to get 6 in a row or stop another player from getting 6 in a row. So, if we all go around the table here, playing one at a time. There are a few ways to stop another player from getting that 6 in a row. For example, if the green player placed 3 here, the blue player might think that they were getting too many in a row. They could then either place a medallion tile to block them, or they could place their falcon on top of one of their green tiles to block them as well. On a future turn, the green player might decide that they really do want that tile to be green, so they could place their falconer on top of that falcon. Now, that falcon is trapped there until the green player decides to move their falconer. Another way your falcon might get trapped is if moving the falcon would make another player win. So in this case, if we moved this falcon, the green player would now have 6 in a row. So the blue player is not able to move their falcon for the rest of the game. There's a lot of strategy. You want to keep your falcon and your falconer in place as long as you can and use them towards the end to keep somebody from winning or to help yourself win. For example, if the blue player had blocked instead like this, and then the green player was able to get this line, they could take their falcon and place here to win the game. So, what do we think?
I really liked it because it's a small game. You could take it with you for traveling, and it's pretty easy to just take it with for traveling. I like that you never know who's gonna win. If somebody's so close, you can just block them.
Yeah, so I do like that there's a little more strategy than just a regular connect 4, connect 6. You can place those falcons and those falconers to really mess up people's strategy, and that's kind of fun.
And at the same time, if you do that too much, you're caught a little bit without some of the tools you might need to win.
Yes.
So there's definitely a give and take there.
You definitely want to hold on to those falcons and falconers as long as possible because they might actually help you win in the end too. If someone has blocked you, you can kind of pop in with some of those cards.
Yeah, that happened to me. So I think Mom blocked me, and then I still had my falcon out on the board but not there, so I just moved it over there.
Yeah. And I do like that you can move the pieces on the board. Sometimes you feel like you get stuck with one strategy and then that's not working, but you can then move later and come up with a new strategy. You don't feel like you're stuck.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is I think it really excels at 3 to 4 players. I think with 2, it's really formulaic, and if you get caught a little bit, you're just going to be playing from behind the whole time, whereas 3 or 4, it really mitigates that and gives a little more of an opportunity to work.
Yeah, I definitely felt at 2 players either one person was on offense and one person was on defense, and once you got on that defense, you really struggled to try to win. You were just keeping the other person from winning, and that was a little hard. It kind of ended up being a game of chicken as to who's going to place enough in a row and then who's going to stop that person. So it didn't flow quite as well.
No, yeah.
At 4 players, it was definitely a lot more fun and a lot more to it.
It was really fun at 4 players.
And I really like the size of the game. Each set of colors just comes in a little baggie that you can have. I think this would be super easy for me to throw in my belt bag when we're in the airport. And if we have a delay or we are at the airport for a long time, which has happened to us before, we can just pull it out, play it on the floor, find a good sized table to play. I think that would work really, really well for our family.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's simple enough that all of us understand the strategy. When we played at 4 players, guess who won? This guy won once, and this lady won once. So it's definitely not one where that strategic mind really is just going to trump everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So. Any negatives?
I didn't like that sometimes people were really mean. And it wasn't fun sometimes when people are really mean.
There's a take that aspect to it, but at the same time, especially again, that's why higher player counts, you don't feel like they're always coming after you or whatever it is.
Not too big of a take.
It's spaced out. It's definitely more even.
And I do think that as our family, we've found that we don't mind take that as much when it's a short game. This is a 5 to 15 minute play, so it's really short. And if you were the one that kind of got the take that on one round, on the next round you probably won't. So it evens itself out quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Okay.
Well, any last thoughts?
Not really. I just think it's an overall good game that's easy to put in your pocket.
Yeah, I think that's really summing it up.
Yep.
Okay, well, we have been the Anderson family for Let's Table It. If you want to see some more board game reviews from us, make sure you like and subscribe to Let's Table It. You can follow our gaming adventures over on Instagram at Sarah Always Loses. We'd love to have you over on that platform as well. Thanks for watching.